Hi, and welcome to Gen X Quench. In the last video, I talked a little bit about how you can find out if you're eligible to apply for Sierra Leone citizenship. Well, today I'm going to tell you what those steps are to actually apply for Sierra Leone citizenship, as well as why would you consider getting Sierra Leone citizenship. So let's begin. First thing you're going to need to do is get proof or a certificate from AfricanAncestry.com proving that you have Sierra Leone citizenship. So you're going to order that certificate from the company. It's going to have a little raised seal on it. It's going to give you a full legal name that you should type in to match your passport, as well as say you are a descendant of somebody from Sierra Leone through your mother's lineage or your father's lineage. In my case, it was my mother. And it'll also tell your African tribe within Sierra Leone. So for me, it was the Timne tribe. So that's the first thing you're going to need to collect. Secondly, you're going to need to type up an official letter. I would suggest nice letterhead, and you're going to address the letter through the Sierra Leone government to the Monuments and Relics Commission, and you're going to need to state 3 key things within that letter. Think of it as a cover letter. So you want to put your best foot forward, but what you'll need to put in that letter is state you have ancestry to Sierra Leone through either your mother's side or your father's side. You're going to state why you want citizenship. And then lastly, you're going to state why you should be granted citizenship through their agency. So those are the 3 things. So those are very personal reasons, but you could think of why you want citizenship. Think of things like, do you want to start a business? Do you want to own land? Do you want to connect with relatives there, etc.? So think of whatever those reasons are to you and just lay them out there for the Monuments and Relics Commission personnel to consider. The next thing you're going to need to get is your birth certificate, and I would say and or proof of name change, like if you got married or something like that and have a new last name. So your birth certificate as well as your marriage certificate. The next thing you'll want to get is a copy of your passport page with your photo and key demographic information on there, so get that. You're also going to need to get 2 notarized letters, reference letters from people who know you well. It can vouch for your character and if you would make a good citizen of Sierra Leone. People they suggest are people like your manager of your basically your employer or your direct manager or past manager within your state, a pastor or religious figure who you've gone to their church, temple, synagogue, etc., a lawyer, your doctor, your accountant, folks like that. So it looks like they want people with a title to give you a recommendation letter. And those 2 letters have to be notarized within the state that you currently reside in. So that's important as well. And then lastly, you're going to also need to order a state as well as a federal criminal background check. And you can get that at the FBI website. I'll try to put a link into that in the description below so you have that. Now, those are the key things. So I'll go over it one more time. So again, your official proof of Sierra Leone citizenship, of ancestry, your official letter requesting citizenship, your birth certificate and or marriage certificate, the copy of your main passport page, 2 notarized reference letters from people of high character, and then the state and criminal background check. So those are what you need to collect. Now, again, the question is, well, why would I want citizenship in Sierra Leone? And that's really a personal question, but I can give you a few reasons I can think of in terms of why I might consider getting one as an African American. So first is a Plan B location. Think about how divisive it is in the United States right now. At least at the timing of this video is right before election season. So it's kind of stressful here in the US. So you might want a home outside of the US that you can live in either part-time or full-time if you really want to. So Plan B location is the first one. Second reason, you may just want a connection with the motherland and its people. I think back, I'm dating myself here, but I remember watching the movie Roots and hearing Alex Haley, the author of the book, before the movie came out, hearing his story and how he traced his lineage and met ancestors in the motherland because he was able to trace his history. from slave ownership within the U.S. all the way to Africa. So hearing his stories of connecting with relatives that he never got to meet or know until he traced his lineage. So a connection to the motherland and its people is the second reason. 2 or 3, in order to purchase land or property as a citizen of Sierra Leone, you can actually purchase real property. So that could be a reason. And I'm sure it's probably cheaper than what property and land costs in the United States. The next reason, you may want to legally start a business. And again, I would think the price to start a business in Sierra Leone is much cheaper than the United States. And then lastly, this is the one I really like, is you get a 5-year passport as a citizen of Sierra Leone, and it allows you visa-free travel within the ECOWAS countries in Western Africa. Now you're asking yourself, what is ECOWAS? Well, that's an acronym that stands for the Economic Community of Western African States. So think of it as like the European Union. If I've got a Portuguese passport, I can travel to Spain, France, Belgium, etc., all the members of the EU. So this is like all the members of the ECOWAS. You can travel freely to any of those countries without purchasing a visa. And in terms of what those countries consist of, it used to be 15 countries. I think it's down to 10 or 11 now, because I think they were having wars within some of the countries, so they renounced their membership in ECOWAS. But the countries that are now within ECOWAS are Benin, Cape Verde, Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Ivory-Coast, Liberia, Nigeria, Senegal, Togo, and of course, Sierra Leone. So you can travel to any of those countries with that new passport. And then I would also say, keep an eye out in the future. Some other countries are trying to allow other countries, if they have a passport, to come in visa-free. And long term, the continent of Africa has been talking about for a while creating a universal African passport. So you would trade in your country of origin passport within Africa for a African Union passport, if that comes out. Right now, it's more just talk and discussion amongst the African nations, but eventually that may come to fruition. So, you know how you had access to 10 or 11 countries within ECOWAS? Well, if they pass this African Union universal passport, then you would have access to 53 other countries within Africa. So that would be a huge plus of gaining this particular passport. So that's it in a nutshell. If you found this information helpful, you like what you heard, please like the video, share it with others, like-minded people, and subscribe. We love having you join our channel, and thanks so much for listening. Have a great day.